Welcome to Kania CRP. There are several ways to access an application in Kania CRP. One of these is using the toolbar. You may access to Kania CRP modules and applications by using the menu on the toolbar, or if this application is marked as your favorite application, you can find this application in your favorite applications, or you can find the application in the history list. If you know the name of the application but you don't know the code of it, you can search it by using the zoom button in the search bar. You may directly enter the name of the transaction, or finally, if you know the code of the application, you can directly type it in the search bar. All applications in Kania CRP have a similar look and feel. At the top of the screen, there is the header section. On the header section, there are several zoom buttons, select boxes, check boxes, and there might be additional tabs for filtering. In the middle section, there is a toolbar. On the toolbar, there is the search button to make a list, the show button to view a document, but the user won't be able to change it, and then the change button to edit a document, the new button to add a new document, and the print button. Some buttons might also have their own menu for additional features. And under the toolbar, there is a table which displays the listing results. The user can manage the results of this table by using the filters on the header section. And in fact, the most favorite features of some widely used programs in the daily office life is directly accessible from this table. For example, you may click on the tiny pen button on the right side of the columns to narrow down the search. I must emphasize that all the changes, all these settings are applied to the user only, which means that the screens of other users are not affected from these changes. Later, you can continue to use the screen of this application the way you left. Another feature that I'd like to show to you is the report wizard. Right-click on the column and select the report wizard tool. In order to create a report, select the customer name, gross total, grand total, monetary unit, and date, just as an example, and select the file type for the report. You may choose PDF, HTML, XLS. I'm going to choose XLS now, and then click on the confirm button. As you can see, the system has displayed our listing with our current filterings and our current settings, such as coloring and sorting. Another feature that I like is that if you select some of the cells in the table, a system displays the selected number of the cells the sum of the values, the average value, a maximum and minimum values in the bottom right of the screen. All the features that I have explained so far is the features of the table view of this translation. If you switch to the chart tab, you may see this information in the graphic format. This means that in Kania CRP, without using any additional tools, you can create your own charts and displays of the information that you would like to report. If the information that are listed in default are not enough for you, as a user, you can create your own custom configurations. To do that, select the custom configurations from the list and click on the new button at the bottom of the screen. Enter a title for your configuration. Then start forming your graphic from the tools on the right side of the screen. Select your graphic type and then select the information that you would like to see on this new configuration. On the x-axis, select name, and for y-axis, select grand total, for example. You can also view this information in other types of graphic formats, such as bar, area, or line. Switch to the pivot tab. Similar to the chart tab, system lists the default pivot graphics here. And similar to the chart graphic, you can create your own custom configuration by clicking on the custom configuration and on the new button. Now in the pivot view, system asks you to add some filters on the screen. To do that, go to the right side of the screen and find the pivot fields section. From here, click on the new button and start adding your filters. I click on the new button and select name, grand total, monetary unit, and date, just for an example. And now we're going to place the filters on the pivot chart. Let's make the customer name a row, grand total a data, a monetary unit the field, and date a column. Of course, an information like date is very wide, so we can group it under months or years or weeks. I'll say months for now. All these customized chart and pivot views can be managed under dashboard section of the home screen, which means that users can access to vital information instantly by simply going to their home page. If you still can't access the information which is vital to you by using the filters, available filters, you can always use the advanced search feature. To use the advanced search feature, use the tiny arrow button on the top left of the table area. With the advanced search feature, any table on the screen can be used as a filter. To create a new filter, click on the change button at the bottom of the screen. This will list all the fields on the table. For example, select any value on the table. For example, the create date is equal to or greater than to any value. Enter a value and edit on the formula, and I click confirm. You can save this as a shortcut. And click confirm. Later, system displays the relevant data according to your customized filter. And finally, the accessed applications are listed as tabs at the top of the screen. When you right-click on a tab, you can close the tab, restart it, or you can choose to shut off all the transactions, or you can add this transaction, you can add this application to a favorite or remove it from a favorite. All the features I have explained in this video can be used in all transactions, in all modules and applications the user has the authority to access to.